Hey guys, Phantomato back again today with this week's update, and this week's update is 3.15.5.0, and this added some more furniture and a really cool feature, a gas mask, which I will go into more detail later, as well as a highly requested feature, I do believe at least, glass. So without any further ado, let's get right onto it. What are you doing over there, cow? So the first thing that I'm going to go over in this week's update is the tons of new furniture that we got this week, and most of them are just decorative. They have no actual purpose other than just to be there in your base once you have enough resources to make a nice looking base. And these are the rectangle table in all of the different types of variants, the square table, and the round table, as well as some different ones like this umbrella and this beach chair. And then over here is the one useful furniture item that we got this week, and that is the wardrobe, and it is the biggest storage option we have yet. And yes, biggest as in most space compared to the other variants, and it does take up quite a lot of room on your walls. But besides the lot of room on your walls point, this is pretty freaking awesome. So if you look in here, look at the massive space. It's hard to actually see with my green, but it is around here where my mouse is. This is how big it is. That is freaking ridiculous compared to crates. And of course the pine is the biggest out of them, the birch is the smallest out of the wood variants, and metal is the biggest. Like, freaking look at that. That is absolutely gigantic. That's more than the metal lockers, more than any other metal item that we've gotten before. This thing is just freaking huge. And of course, with the metal ones, only your group can access it. And the next part of this week's update was not these quite yet, these flare torches. So you go into a gas station, you see all these different colored flares, and you pretty much just pick them up and throw them as a distraction for zombies, right? Well, now they have an actual use, because that's not very useful. They distract the zombies a little bit, but if you even walk past the zombies, they'll still chase after you. But now if you just grab two of these, of the same color of course, you can craft them into a wall-mounted torch or flare. And of course they come in rainbow colors, and they illuminate the color that they are. So the yellow one is the brightest due to it being more like the lights. And if I turn it to night, and I turn that one, and that one off, and I guess this one and that one, see, this is green now. You turn the blue one on, it's blue. Purple one, purple. Yellow one is very bright and yellow. Orange one's pretty bright, and the red one is less. And they all come in the different colors, which is pretty freaking awesome. And the last buildable thing that we got in this week's update was the glass, of course. And over here on the left we have the weak glass, here we have the bulletproof glass, and here we have the one-way glass. And this is probably the coolest. Hey, cow. And starting off with the weak glass, I do believe you just need 2 metal sheets, so 4 scrap metal to make one of these. And they can be punched. As you can see, there's a hit. Is that a hit marker? I don't really know. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I could probably eventually break this down because, of course, it is the weak glass. And you probably don't want to put this on a server because people can just literally walk up to it and punch it. It takes a few punches, but still. And it's kind of just for single player or PvE purposes only. It still looks cool. I like the blue tint of it compared to the bulletproof and that glass, but still not really your best option. But moving on to the bulletproof glass, now both of these are crafted with 2 weak glass. That's why you have to craft these in the first place. And the bulletproof one is see-through on both sides. It's like this, except of course it's bulletproof, and it cannot be shot. It has to be blown up with breaching charges to be able to get access to your base. So these ones are a better option if you just want glass that you can see through and people can see you through. Way better than this one. And it acts, like glass. It's a bit fuzzy. It's not completely clear, but it works. And then over here is the one-way glass, and this acts as one-way. See, the other two can be seen through. This one is black, and it reflects the sun, and nothing gets through it, and of course, it is bulletproof. And you can see them, but they can't see you. So I kind of imagine a police scenario, so you can set up like a police station out of this stuff and have the interrogation room where you put this up and they're on this side sitting down and being interrogated, and you can see them from all sides but they can't see you, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's that kind of glass. Anyway guys, but the last thing in this update is this gas mask and gas filter, or filter. And these are really cool. Now, you know how before you needed a full biohazard suit to be able to be protected from going into the dead zones? Well, now you either need a gas mask or the biohazard hood, and or helmet, or whatever it was called. And you put these on and they look freaking awesome. Like, look at this. Look at how awesome this looks. Of course my hair is there, but it has a strap all the way around like the head, just like the night vision does. And if I equip this and walk into here, you'll understand why in a second. So if I head over, I better actually equip my gun. If I head over to the dead zone, and as soon as I enter it, you will see the little thing pop up down in the left. And I think, bam, yeah, right now, we are in the dead zone right now, and you can see that my toxicity levels are not going down, or my resistance, but the gas mask is going down. It was at 100%, I just spawned this in, and now it's at 95, 94, 93, you get my point. So you can walk around for a bit, but when this thing reaches 0, you're screwed, unless you have one of these bad boys. So see, now it's already down to 90. So you have like maybe 100 seconds in a dead zone if you don't have any of these filters. So if I walk around, let me just take out these boys. You get your stuff, but you find yourself in a pickle because, just pretend this is at like 10%. You're probably not going to be able to make it out without being hurt a little bit. Well, why don't you equip one of these filters and left click, and it will screw onto your gas mask. And now it's back up to 100%. It did just go down there, but you did see it at 100%. But that is pretty much it for this week's update. I think it was a pretty good update. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments down below. Other than, I think I'm going to do another Q&A. So, might as well leave your questions down below in the comment section, and I will answer them for 500 subs, because we did hit that, and that is amazing. We are at 550, I believe, now, so I'm a little late. Again, you guys know me, I'm always late. And just leave your comments down below, and I will answer them in a video once I do believe there is enough questions to answer for a good enough video. But that's it for me. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it. Screwed up my own outro. Like this video if you liked it. And if you disliked it, tell me why in the comments down below. And if you really liked it, then why don't you click that subscribe button? But that's it from me. And as always, stay saucy, guys.